like a flavor bomb in my mouth. Skirt steak with chimichurri sauce and heirloom tomato salad. This week I picked something that's very close to my heart. This is Petite Sirah from 2014 Sunset Cellars. The grape itself is from Dry Creek Valley, but it's made here in Suisun Valley. Petite Sirah is something that we grow really well, something we make really well, and something that I think would go amazingly with food. I think a little bit stronger meat. What we have here is a loin flat meat. Fibrous meat tend to be tough on its own. It can really benefit from marinating. And that's what we're gonna do today. This is miso. This is one of the main key magical ingredients in Japanese cooking. Fermented soybean. It has a lot of enzyme that would actually help break down the meat. 4 tablespoons of miso, 1/3 of a cup of sugar, 1/3 of a cup of red wine, 1/3 of a cup of soy sauce, a little bit of pepper. I'm just gonna drop the whole piece of flat steak in there. You can give it a little massage. So I'm gonna leave this overnight, 12 hours. The longer the better, honestly. Enzyme in miso will continue to work and break down the proteins in this, otherwise quite tough meat. So the longer, the more tender it will be. After a day or overnight or wherever, take the meat out from the fridge, the grill on high, and I'm gonna cover it. Take a few minutes. I want it to be really hot. So we're gonna take this out onto the grill. I will preserve this marinade juice in there, and it's gonna close. Bye bye. We're smoking. Whoop. Let's take a look. Where are we at? Okay, so I'm gonna take a little peek again. Ooh, look at that. That is such a beautiful color. I love that. Kind of like a little burnt end, mahogany clip. Whoa. See that color, guys? That's what I want. One more round of flavor enhancement here. I'm gonna start to take out like this. I can feel the firmness coming together, so I think this is actually about done. If you have a meat temperature and want to measure it, you can measure the thickest part. It should read 130, and we're gonna cover this in foil loosely. Put this over so it won't blow away, and we're gonna wait for about 10 minutes for the juice to reabsorb, and it will continue to cook under that foil. While the meat is resting, we are making chimichurri sauce of Argentina, primarily driven by cilantro and parsley. Normally people use red wine vinegar, but because we are marinating our meat with miso, so it has that Japanese influence, I think I'm gonna use sushi vinegar or rice vinegar instead. 2 to 3 cloves of garlic, half a cup of parsley, 1/4 cup of cilantro, 1 tablespoon of oregano, teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of pepper flakes, 3 tablespoons of vinegar, half a cup about oil. Mixing it up. The oil just cover parsley. We're gonna be plating. Perfectly pink on the inside. Heirloom tomato salad. Local heirloom tomato, perfectly ripened chimichurri sauce. What we're pairing with here is our beautiful Petite Sirah. This is Sunset Cellar Petite Sirah from Dry Creek Valley. True nature of Petite Sirah is a very fruity, fruit-forward wine that has that depth of umami flavor. Almost, actually smells almost like soy sauce even. It has all of that beautiful plum, dark plum, fine grained tannin, like coffee ground. Wow, the marinade has done its job, like a flavor bomb in my mouth, and that brings out a new dimension in this wine. The meaty, gamey flavor of the fruit of the steak bring that fresh fruit out of the glass. This dish is so flavorful that without a wine that is this complex and this strong character like Petite Sirah, it would really not have any other wine that would pair with this. So say this is a perfect wine. Try this at home. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Come see us at Suisun Valley Wine Co-op. I'll see you next week. Cheers.